On the night of April 18th, 1775, a brave American patriot named Paul Revere set out on a ride that would become one of the most famous events in American history. He was not riding for fun. He was on a mission to warn the American colonists that British soldiers were on their way to capture weapons and arrest leaders of the independence movement. At the time, the American colonies were under British rule. Tensions were high because many colonists wanted freedom and to govern themselves. They believed the British government was treating them unfairly by passing laws and taxes without letting them have a voice. Paul Revere was part of a secret group called the Sons of Liberty. These men were working to help the colonies break free from British control. On April 18th, Paul Revere received news that British troops were moving from Boston toward the towns of Lexington and Concord. He knew he had to act fast. The plan was to warn the local militias, groups of volunteer soldiers, so they could be ready. He arranged for signal lanterns to be hung in the tower of the Old North Church. One lantern meant the British were coming by land, and 2 lanterns meant they were coming by sea. That night 2 lanterns were hung, so the British were coming by sea. Then Paul Revere jumped on his horse and rode out into the night. He rode from town to town, yelling, "The British are coming!" His warning allowed many militia members to gather and prepare for the first battles of the American Revolutionary War, which started the next day on April 19th. Paul Revere wasn't the only rider that night. Other riders, like William Dawes and Samuel Prescott, also helped spread the warning. But Revere's ride became the most famous, thanks to a poem written years later by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, which made him a legend. Paul Revere's midnight ride was more than just a fast journey. It was a symbol of courage and the fight for freedom. If you thought that was good, just wait. This next video, it's gonna surprise you, big time. There's stuff in there you do not want to miss. So go on, hit it, and I'll see you there.